Now let's bring in our GMA legal analyst, Dan Abrams. And Dan, let's start out. The two boys now going to be interviewed. What can the authorities learn from them?
Well, they're going to be interviewed by the authorities, which is significant because this has been a big source of contention now for weeks. Look, they were in the house at the time.
Sleeping with their mom.
I mean, but they were still in the house. So whatever happened, be it an intruder or something in the house, they're relevant witnesses. Now, you got to be really careful when questioning kids. You got to treat them as children. You have to be very careful in the way you talk to them.
Because kids' testimony can't really be used against parents, right?
Well, no, it could. I mean, it could. It just depends on exactly, what's said. But, yeah, it could be.
So, meanwhile, you've got this real clash between the family and the police. Joe Tacopina told me yesterday, yeah, they're willing to answer questions, but under some real strict restrictions.
Well, I mean, you asked them twice in the interview, are they willing to answer any questions as the authorities want them to? He said, yeah, they're willing to answer any questions as long as they're fair and as long as they're by people who haven't determined guilt. Well, that effectively means, yes, they'll answer questions as long as the defense gets to approve those questions. Look, real tension here because on the one hand, the police are clearly treating them as possible suspects. And that means that Joe Tacopina and his defense team have to treat them as potential suspects. But this is their child who's missing. And people are going to hear that and they're going to say, I don't care what your lawyer is telling you. You have to help them in every way that you can.
And the police insisting that they believe the answers they get from the parents, interviewing them separately, are the key to the case.
That's right. But remember that any time you get in a battle in a case like this with the authorities, the parents of a missing child, they're going to lose in the court of public opinion. The question is, are there issues that the defense really needs to protect them on here? And that's the real tension.
Meanwhile, we focus on these eyewitnesses all saying they saw a man in the middle of the night carrying a baby, yet we have to believe that the police have run this down.
Well, they have. And now one of the witnesses saying that the person who they think could be that person, some of the other witnesses saying that couldn't have been the person I saw. So now you're seeing inconsistencies in the accounts of the eyewitnesses who saw what we thought was a similar appearing person.
So a lot of focus inside that house.
Yep.
Okay, Dan Abrams, thanks very much.